20 minutes later, to the second. I'm standing before the assembled crew with a page of hastily scribbled notes and an anxious looking soul. Oh, damn, Oran's falling asleep. Doesn't he know I've got this? There's something to be worried about. Everyone is assembled. Major Basile, you may commence. And time hack at 800 Fleet Standard Time. Welcome, everyone. The Major Natalie Basile. I will be briefing you on the newest mission for the KSS Nemros. The operation will go by the code name Runaway Book. 3 days ago, an all-points bulletin was issued for a American Institute research team that failed to report in at their designated times. The team is currently considered missing in action. While this would normally not require a response, the final report for Dr. Nemian Sunflower, the team's xenotechnician, suspected that the recovered artifact may hold some importance to modern transportation. Question: how did an ancient civilization manage to make something that we have to worry about? They're old and, well, ancient. Just because they're old doesn't mean they weren't technologically advanced. Then why aren't they still around? There's a lot of reasons. They could have been wiped out in a war, some sort of viral plague, or simply moved on to other parts of the universe. Precisely, Arkia isn't filling us in on the details of what the expedition was supposed to uncover, so you will be doing a lot of the legwork. Probably just found some old traffic sign, but command feels it's important enough to warrant a follow-up. Odds are we will find them sitting there dumb and happy, but I'm not taking any risks. Investigation work. This wouldn't be the first time, would it be? Would it, Faye? Nope. Our ground team at any potential site would consist of Major Basile, Major Hackett, Captain Moonfallow, Lieutenant Zuri, and Colonel Nelson. What? I must agree with Star. The team lineup would not do. How so? Would it not make more sense to keep the doctor here? Should I become incapacitated in the field, I will no longer be able to render life-saving aid. He's trying to weasel his way out of the mission. For the sake of those who may be injured in the line of our noble duty, I beseech you not to risk such a valuable asset. You just don't want to risk your neck. I've trained in first aid. I'm a qualified first responder. See, Commander, does our swap that make sense? Lieutenant Star, your father has given me specific orders to keep you out of harm's way. Unless I can assess that there is no danger, I cannot authorize the swap. But if there isn't any element of danger, what's the point of going on the Avenger? Military necessity. But risking a high-ranking officer with valuable training is, I dare not believe that. Believe it. Everyone sit down. Continue, Basile. We're going to the last known location and we'll attempt to trace their location from there. I don't think we're going to face any dangers, but our current knowledge is limited. Wandering into the unknown always brings a certain level of risk. Flight Officer Miji, what is the status of our ship and supplies? Everything is working within approved levels except for a few minor crew comfort things. So the aft bathroom is not going to be fixed for a while, is that what you're saying? Supplies aren't as good. We've got a shortage on a lot of our order. We've got roughly a solid month's worth of food and fuel. Then we'll make do with what we have. You'll file another report on this to the fleet support. I will take care of it. Thanks, Major. Schmajor. I'm not pleased with Commander's subpar performances any more than our crews. I don't have double standards for my subordinates compared to my superiors. Thanks. I think. Crew, prepare for jump. Major Basile, upload your coordinates to the nav station for Lieutenant Star. Major Hackett, ready your ship. But if you have a complete, voice it later. I want this ship ready for jump in 5 minutes and our course in 3. But now, Lieutenant Star. Fine, come on. The lieutenant grabs my arm and violently yanks me to the position of the far left side. Give them to me. The coordinates. If someone wants it in 3, I have to do it in 2. I click the transfer button and watch the file pop up on the navigator station. And a heartbeat Kika has pounced onto the station, her fingers flying like hawks as she manipulates the screen. What do you have to do in it 2? If he said 3, I'm sure he's fine with 3. Because that's the standard. I'm the best of the best. You'll become the hero by simply doing the bare minimum. And because we do. That's why you're going to be my minion someday. The best of things are typically done with the worst of intentions. Still, my mission is more likely to succeed with someone who has the drive and motivation. But something blessing about watching her type and draw so fast. Is the ship navigation virtual intelligence not working? Hard to concentrate when you're blabbing. Just trying to get a better feel for my ship. Whatever, it works just fine. It just suffers the limitations of all VI. The programmers. Ooh, exactly. My methods are faster and I have better results. There's a paranoid. Wait, you're not flying us into the star, are you? No, but I might be flying us through pirate space. It's not like we're going to stop our ship. Jet let them attack us. Doing? She's like, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Famous last words. Natalie, over here. Return. Trust is a limited commodity, especially when I feel the best way to describe her is the candle that burns twice as bright, burns half as long. Someone standing by a small chair that looks rather uncomfortable in the back, next to Zuri. We're making the jump. Make it a little rough, so strap in and keep your emergency pressurization device under your chair turned on. Isn't there anything I can do? Trust me, I'll make this a smooth one. Just sit back and watch. Are we gonna get a cutscene? I'm not worried about it. Ship accidents making the jump to subspace now. Subspace nowadays are rare. I'm always a little jumpy when we make the jump. You can't do anything to fix a bad jump sitting back here in the baby seats. Why does she have to vocalize my fears? All it would take is one little mistake by that hasty lieutenant or the ship's or the soul's hand, and we could be dead in milliseconds. I love space travel. The science behind getting a ship into space between space, getting a ship into the space between space is amazing. That doesn't make it any less dangerous or frightening. Still, I do feel better knowing that I'm not the only one who is attached to skittish about this. Seriously, alright. How do you cope with it? I'm not scared or anything, just curious. Night night. Huh? Siri closes her eyes and snuggles into her restraint. Sleep? How the hell can anyone sleep at a time like this? Between the chaos and noise, there's no chance to sleep. Siri? Yeah, there she goes. That's talent. All crew, sound off. Flight station, ready. Navigation applied and good to go. Engineering, all green. Non-essential crew are strapped in and secured. Remember, just prepare for jump at your work, Commander. Engage jump! Roger, engaging jump drive. I know I see I can feel the tech shift from a slow, steady vibration shift to a much louder and much more violent rattle. The port space generator is beginning to discharge. The massive power required to tear a rift in normal space is astronomical. If any of the capacitors were to suddenly explode, there won't be even atoms of me left floating around. I close my eyes wishing I could fall asleep like Zeri. No amount of personal brilliance can help me. If the manufacturer skipped on something or Kylie didn't put her best into her checks. Volume finally crescendos has the capacitors to charge the required values. Next comes the part that scares me the most. Power is transferred to a linear crystal to pull the ship into subspace. Blinos serve as the focal point. Without it, the energy used to break the holes of the universe would be useless. The material is rare, mined in 3 location galaxy-wide. That we have to spare. Stop thinking about everything that could go wrong, Nat. If you explode, you won't even have time to feel it. Just try to stabilize my ship, my controls. Your ship, your controls. Advance into the void. Forward. It begins. Aw, no cutscene. Oh, I guess that's the difference between an indie game and say like a big budget, like 4 to 5 star title. Where it's like something like Star Ocean will have like cutscenes for everything, but here it's like, just panels. That's alright, though. I can deal. I open my eyes to the bright lights of the bridge. I feel groggy and disoriented. Then I manage to fall asleep. Bridge is emptier than when I closed up. Must have blacked out for a little bit. Miracles do happen, I suppose. Morning. How long was I out? 2 hours. We're still in shift. The first shift left is always the hardest to recover from. Why should take a moment to walk around? It's always helps me. Can I? Yep. You only have to be bulked up for entry and exit of subspace. I feel like someone beat me with a rubber mallet. Think I need to get better sleep tonight. Increase my water intake. Think I'll go talk with some of the crew. That should help clear my head. Choice. Talk with Zuri. I'll talk with Zuri. She's right here. How many shift jumps have you gone on? A couple of dozen, I think. Used to command a small team of military police before this, so we had more station duty than fleet duty. You were a cop? It's a lot more boring than it sounds. Most of the time we just take it Marines who spend on base or would do drills for events that never happen. If I never have to sit in some hangar checking ID supplies again, then my life would be sunny. You did critical work that ensured the safety of mission essential equipment. I know, and I'm proud of never losing a single one. Doesn't make those 12-hour shifts any less boring. I used to practice my fighting style with one of my troopers during our downtime. I'm a little envious. The lieutenant, probably a flight officer at the time, had commanded the troops, and I never did. What'd you do before coming to us? I worked a small listening outpost on the edges of Cartagena space. I was by myself, hoping that some sort of ship would drift into my space. Did you ever see any Ralton ships in your space? The only ship I ever saw was the automated cargo ship that would bring me supplies every other month. Still, you did critical work that ensured the safety of mission and essential equipment. I guess we both had exciting careers. But that's the point of this adventure, right? We're finally going to do something with a more visible impact. Indeed. Sarah looks at me with eager smile and a fierce look. I sense determination in the dreamer's soft green eyes. Soul, I think you might be underestimating her. Speak your mind. Well, I know I might have almost only possibly knocked you out yesterday, but if you're looking for my permission to keep practicing, you're going to have to go to Commander Arizona instead. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I forgive you. It must be hard to keep busy on the ship. How'd you keep yourself entertained at your post? I play computer games. Really? I tried before, but I couldn't understand it very well. Something about falling candy and you had to move it around. She's talking about Candy Crush? Candy Shop? I played it before. It was fun. It looked really fun. I just couldn't understand it. Perhaps. How about a trade? You teach me your martial arts, and I'll teach you Candy Shop. Whew. I was right you were going to ask me to teach you the flute. Wait, that's a much... Nope, too late. I accept your original offer. Could you at least play me a song sometime? No. Never mind, training is more than enough. The pain in her eyes whenever she talks about her music. Why, something to be proud of. I wish I could play such beautiful, alluring music. She's so fortunate. Crew, resume your stations. Prepare for shift. Barely managed to strap myself in before the violent rally starts up again. Clutching to the straps, white-knuckled. All I can do is pray that we didn't damage some critical piece of equipment during our shift in. If it didn't take a few thousand years to get from one place to another, I would never take such unreliable transportation. Why can't we have developed wormholes instead? Point to point, all done. Is that what warp is? Warp, or what was it called in Star Wars? Like hyperspace or something? No one in Andromeda was called like slipstream, but they keep calling it different stuff. Andromeda, I think it was slipstream. Star Trek was warps. Star Wars hyperspace. Here it's subspace. You can never get the terminology right. They like need to develop all this technology just to go to like different parts of space, just to go from point A and B faster. Except in Alien, it took the lazy body and just went with hypersleep. When I become fleet tactician, I'm going to devote all my resources to developing that technology. So much safer and quicker than this. It's okay, Nat. It's okay. Trust the ship. Trust the maintenance. Trust Sol and Alphonse. Okay, maybe life on that mud ball had a few perks over being on an adventure. Sorry. Are you alright? Fine. You don't look. If she says she's fine, she's fine. Oh. Sorry, Nat. You gotta hang on. You gotta hang tough. Right, I can do this. After a few more seconds of fear and these vibrations, the ship returns to the normal convulsions of space travel. Not smooth, but not so terrifying that I can't focus on anything else. There. See the world. That would be my first investigation site. The planet is unnamed, just some random alphanumeric designator. Nobody would have cared about it if some research team hadn't decided to go taking around. Captain Moonfallow. Environmental reports. Can I get up yet? Sorry, I didn't complete my shift out checklist. You are not cleared up. Thanks. Let's see. Everything checks out. Hospital for our crew life, though it may be a little too oxygen rich for Commander Rasuna to breathe comfortably. Slightly smaller than Earth. Gravitational pulse within 0.00001% of Earth's. Supply coordinates will put us down in a temperate area. Mild 70s Fahrenheit temperature. Grasslands, no major life forms of note. See some smaller ones similar to small mammals in the local area. Want to bring the heavy weapons today. That's not dangerous. If I have to be afraid of some stray cat, then I have bigger problems in my life. My orders stand. Major Seal, what are you expecting to find at the site? Truthfully, I have no clue what I'm going to find at the first site. We're always taught that was the most dangerous part of the investigation. You can only go and what until you told you. Or it went until you have. I'm going down there with nothing but me and my wits. Everywhere from now on is going to have much better intelligence. Since I should be able to find some sort of clues here. But for now, the mission is operating in the blind. That's not what I like to hear. Really, Nat? You don't have any better idea? Come on. Life is boring when you know everything ahead of you. And a lot shorter. What are you talking about? I'm expecting to find an abandoned camp in the middle of a forest. Don't want a hole. I have no stinking clue what to find, bit. Natalie, you were doing your internal monologue out loud again. Why didn't you stop me? Because it was kind of important information. Great. Now I look like a fool again. Need to be more careful about that. Lieutenant Zuri. Yeah. Safety, security, and what was the last S word you were always saying? Swords. Shit. Why would we ever criticize your practice of swords? I don't know. I really don't pay attention. I mean, yes, major security, safety, security, and swords. Just fall out. That was a good game, by the way. Yes, Commander. Siri, just don't get us killed. How about mauled? No. Ravaged? No. Maimed? Don't encourage her. I know I shouldn't, but I'm trying my best not to lose my cool. My first real ground side investigation. The butterflies in my stomach won't stop zooming around my gut. 4 people under my command. I have to be on point. I have to be the racer's edge. They're counting on me. Time to earn those major stripes, Natalie. And I think I'll take a break right here. Do a quick save. Alright, quick save. Save. And